This is Big Pie, and I'm here with Absentis, and we're casting Game 3 of the semifinals of the SCReddit Open number 4 tournament. This is between RedAlert, spawning at the top position of Scrap Station as an orange Terran, and the random player CheeseGrater, who's spawning across Scrap Station as the green Terran.
In our last game, we saw RedAlert show his dominance in a Terran versus Terran matchup. It was a methodical tank and Viking play, and I imagine we're going to see more strong play by RedAlert. Clearly, he's shown us that he's a strong Terran player, a strong Terran versus Terran, and also being ranked number 73 on the North American servers can't hurt you at all.
Yeah, RedAlert obviously very well experienced. He played that Terran versus Terran so methodically, so just you could tell that he has a lot of experience in the matchup.
CheeseGrater building his supply depot really close to his main. That minimizes the time his SCV has to travel to build something, so that's in his favor. RedAlert choosing to build his supply depot at the ramp. I'm kind of curious as to why he's doing this. Looks like he might be walling off. I mean, who am I to doubt what he's doing? So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what he's going to do with this wall.
Yeah, well, CheeseGrater is a random player, so RedAlert doesn't know that he's playing a Terran player. He could very well be playing a Zerg.
You're absolutely correct, and as omniscient casters, I sometimes forget the players are playing in the dark. He's getting out an early scout now. CheeseGrater again, kind of playing it close to the chest, not sending out a scout at the usual time. Probably wanting to keep his random advantage for as long as possible.
Yeah, meanwhile, CheeseGrater throwing down some standard barracks, some standard refinery, and same thing from RedAlert's side of things. So we'll have to see if CheeseGrater is going to choose to use the same strategy he did in the last game, which was unsuccessful, or if CheeseGrater is going to try and mix things up and maybe try and get around this whole tank Viking war instead of trying to play it head on like he did in the last game.
Now he's getting a quick second refinery, so I imagine we'd see maybe a quick starport and a quick Banshee coming out of it. These short air rush distances between the two naturals on Scrap Station is really conducive to that kind of play. And looks like CheeseGrater going for a gas deal, but not really getting much of a refinery down and forced to cancel it. Now RedAlert's getting a factory up first before CheeseGrater, although his factory is close behind.
Yeah, CheeseGrater did get his second assimilator out, or his second refinery rather, out a little bit sooner, so he's going to have a bit of an advantage as far as gas is concerned. But just a slight one, and it looks like it's going to be another mirror match.
Looks like RedAlert has pulled ahead a slight bit. He's leading by one harvester. This early in the game, that shows the difference in how well you have a race down. Not that huge, but it just shows that he's just that much farther. A building canceled instead of putting on a supply depot. Now that his factory is finished, we're going to see a starport go down right away. So we're going to see a 1-1-1 build out of RedAlert, and we'll have to see if CheeseGrater, yep, he does the exact same thing, building two starports right close to the edge, really close to RedAlert's base. So I'm guessing Banshees right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else that you're going to be doing with two starports this early in the game. CheeseGrater then is going to be trying to avoid that the tank Viking war completely by just rushing with some cloaked Banshees.
Yep, and RedAlert has to know that this could be coming. He is going for the more usual play. He is getting a tank out, and he's getting a reactor core on his starport. So it looks like he's wanting to pump out double Vikings. He's researching siege mode, and we've got two tech labs going down on both starports. Unfortunately, that poor SCV trapped, not being able to join his other buddies on the mineral line.
Apparently, SCV is not able to duck since that starport looks like, yeah, he could totally get under that. Unfortunately for him, he is subject to StarCraft physics. And here come Banshees from CheeseGrater. Two Banshees coming out at the same time. Looks like they're going to be able to get in RedAlert's base just in time to meet head-on with two Vikings.
That's right. We do have Cloak being researched, but it takes a lot longer to research Cloak than it does to build the Banshee. I just checked RedAlert's vision. He does not see those two starports, so I imagine right now he's expecting standard play, no engineering bay for turrets. He's using his energy rather consistently on mules, so depending on how quickly this cloak finishes, he may be caught off. He may be caught by surprise.
Yeah, though, really all it takes is just one scan. And, ooh, the Vikings aggressing against these two Banshees. That's no good for CheeseGrater. That is
No,
absolutely not what you want.
no RedAlert reacting right away and putting down an engineering bay. And yeah, these two Banshees are going to have to wait around, probably be repaired before being sent out. Because you don't want to send those out now without Cloak, because the element of surprise has been taken away.
Yeah, and even once he does get Cloak, RedAlert is going to have his turrets down, so these Banshees are just not going to be successful whatsoever.
Now, RedAlert, realizing that his opponent went tech-heavy build, knows that he's pretty safe in expanding. He's even putting a missile turret up in the mineral line to avoid any potential harass later on in the game. He's also saving up his energy from his orbital command. Oh, looks like CheeseGrater can get a little aggressive with his Vikings on the ground. Yeah, they're in a tough spot. As soon as they get up, they're going to be under fire from RedAlert's Vikings. And now Cloak Banshee's not doing what they can.
Ooh, that is
nice
painful
scan.
to watch.
Yeah, both Banshees completely taken out.
And that really puts CheeseGrater in a situation where he's got nothing. He's getting his tech lab down on his factory. He's got a few Marines out in the front. He's got a bunker, but that's not going to help him very much. And meanwhile, RedAlert has a good Viking force. RedAlert is building up his tank forces.
Losing a few Vikings there, probably not paying attention. He's getting a nice little setup at those rocks, getting that missile turret mixed in with those tanks. Very good, very methodical. Getting double refineries at his expansion, so you know he's going to be strapped for gas. That's why he's going straight for more gas build, for more gas refineries rather, and now Maynarding over SCVs.
Yeah, especially the style of play that you get in a Terran versus Terran, gas is so important. Everything just seems to cost a lot of gas.
Yeah, very gas heavy. Again, saving up more energy at his main orbital command. He's getting a second one, so he can probably afford to spend more on mules now. Economically, they're about even. RedAlert is slowly pulling ahead, and looks like more Vikings on the way.
Yeah, CheeseGrater now has one tank, a few Marines, and just a pile of Vikings, and he continues to pile on more Vikings, not even making any more tanks right now.
Yeah, a little unusual. He doesn't even have siege mode, so he's very much not going for that tank Viking mixture. He did just build his orbital command, or rather command center, and is floating it down to his natural, as RedAlert is looking to destroy these rocks in the middle and do a slow push again into his opponent's base.
Yeah, and I don't see what CheeseGrater is going to possibly do to defend against that push once it finally comes.
I mean, you can take your Vikings and land on tanks, but I mean, RedAlert, he's all over this. He's got a nice Viking fleet of his own. Being in a little circle, kind of admiring one of those Vikings. Maybe he's the popular kid in the group, but he does have a missile turret mixed in with his tank, so he's wise to any kind of Viking play that could take out those tanks easily.
Yeah, and CheeseGrater, despite investing so heavily in these Vikings, is actually not ahead in the Viking War. Since RedAlert does have the one starport producing double time, he's able to match CheeseGrater, and so CheeseGrater is really not going to be getting much of an advantage out